my name is Christopher Xu, and this is my interview number 3 for my C++ class. So first, I include the header file iostream. This header file allows me to use input-output objects such as cin and cout to get user input and print user output to the screen. Next, for the header file manip, this in essence in my code allows me to modify the output in which I am printing to my console. For example, in my main function over here, I modify the output in my console be to be sorted in fixed notation. This means that it will always be represented with decimal points and will not be using scientific notation. Next, I set the precision of the decimal points to 2. This means that any doubles that are printed out will always have at most uh, two numbers after the decimal point, 2 digits after the decimal point. Next, I am using namespace standard. This allows me to use output objects such as cin and cout without using this prefix right here. So now moving on to my circle class, I obviously first instantiate my circle class and then I declare two private variables, radius and pi. Radius is what the user will be inputting in my class using the objects when they call my class, and then radius will be assigned here in my constructor, which will be whatever the user inputs, which is represented as the double R. Next, I have a constant double pi, which just represents the number pi, which I'll be using in my calculations for getting the area. So here I have the constructor. As I said before, it takes the user input, whatever the user inputs is represented as the double R, and that is what the radius is assigned to. Next, I have the set radius function. It is set as a void, so it doesn't return anything, and it also gets a user radius represented as the double R, and it sets the current radius of our class to whatever the user input. Next, double get radius is very simple. It returns a double, which is the radius. Next, double get area. This is also very simple. It returns the area of our circle using the constant double pi multiplied by radius squared. In our main function, we can see, as I already said, our output will always be fixed point notation, so no scientific notation, and it will always have 2 digits after the decimal point. So now we call our circle class with the object C1. We input R as 1.0. Then we print out what the radius is, which is going to be 1.0 here, and what the area is, which is going to be 3.14. Next, we set our radius to 10, so now the radius is 10.0. We print out the radius, and we print out the new area. And finally, we set the radius to 100.0. We print out the radius, and we print out the area. Then we return 0 for a successful completion of our code. Here's an example of my code running. Yeah, here we go. We get all the correct values for the radius of different values, which is going to be 10, 1, 10, and 100. Thank you.